see here. Alrighty. Let's see how we're looking. Oh man. Let's get a little coffee going. Oh man, my nose is running like crazy. Good morning, good morning. Let's see here. Alrighty. We're just under 36 hours until the TBC drop. And I think we're going to do a 24-hour stream to celebrate that. Woo! Alrighty. How much honor am I sitting at? 39,000, so I think I'm doing pretty good there. We do got our 5K lifetime honorable kills, so I like that a lot. Looking pretty good on the spread there. Yeah, see, I mean, I demolished most of these priests. This one, these two right here, 3 and 2. That's still 1.5. What's the worst I got for a druid? 1 and 2. What's the most I've died to a warg? 6 and 6 to Woos. I think I've ran into this guy in Classic too. That's the worst part. Most I've killed one. 18. Oh man, 18 and 0 in the valley. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll start off with some PvP. We're gonna check out some some raids, see what's going on, see what all we can get into. Maybe I'll see if we can pick up the old Zandalar buff here. Oh man. Or maybe I'll play a little rogue. I don't know. You know, it's tough to call. It's tough to call. I do know this. I tried destruction the other day. Oh shit! I never changed my stuff up from when I got my enchanting up. Probably should start disenchanting anything I don't like. I should disenchant anything I don't think I'm taking.
King's honor, friend.
With me. Let's see. Where's my little soul bag now? I'm upset I got this right at the very end. Okay, so I'm for sure taking that, right? don't think I'm taking these. I don't think this is going to be worth anything. I don't think it's going to be worth anything. I already have a replacement for that. I already have better than that. Better than that. Better than that. I guess I'll still use this for AV, maybe. Maybe they'll add another rank to it. I don't really know. No use for that. No use for that. No use for that. Keep a hold of this. No use for that. 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 Combat task briefings. I'm never gonna get this. Oh, never gonna get that. In all honesty, I should cash these in and go get 18 slot bags. If I can do that repeatedly, of course. Okay, so disenchant that, I'll disenchant that. Vendor that. Doesn't look like I have those learned. I mean, realistically, I do.
Be careful.
Realistically, I do want to. See if I could get a hold of some of the recipes and stuff like that from like Molten Core or whatever, but if it doesn't happen, oh well. So I can't do night stuff. Let's do that one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna get that. Oh my, level 65 enchanting. Disenchanting, disenchanted. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna think about trading this in. I just don't get me wrong. The spell hit rating is huge, but it just doesn't serve the purpose anymore. Alright, so none of that can be disenchanted. What about this stuff? I do want to keep this around. I'll probably... Yeah, we'll leave that. So, I mean, I can't imagine giving up those kind of stats for hit. I'll keep that for now. We'll sell this. We'll sell this. We'll sell this. Sell that. And then we should be decently cleaned out for starting this new adventure. I definitely do want to work towards getting tailoring up and
Greetings.
and everything right out the gate. Okay, so none of that stuff can be sold. Interesting. Alright.
Have a good one.
Let's sell off some of this stuff here. Got some stuff to pick up from the auction house, and we'll be ready. Looks good to me. What was this? Alright. Ba 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 ba. Oh, Siphon Life. There's no way I only have Siphon Life rank 1. Yeah, see? When new spell Siphon Life rank 4, why is it only showing rank 1? Coffee. Alright, come on now. Tell me Siphon Life's there, rank 4. There we go.
Ishnu Allah. Farewell.
No, unfortunately, I don't think it was for a good cause. Oh, you bastard. It's okay. Tyler, what's going on, buddy? Sorry, I'm just seeing your message now. Did you get your UI straightened out, Tyler? Oh, dirty bitch. Much better. There you go. Yeah, you know what? I got like all my buddies. They use that LVUI. I don't know if you've ever seen that. I think it's a little bit more modern of a look, but I personally prefer, like I said, this edit mode, and then so what I do is I have a SteelSeries Aerox 9 mouse. I also have a Corsair Scimitar, and I bind all the keys to these keys because I don't, it like using these keys doesn't really break my game. The only one that sucks is M. I gotta change my open map, like world map, to Shift M. But the rest of these keys aren't really bound to anything important, so I just set it up to where my gaming mouse uses these key presses for the MMO buttons on the side, and then I just put them in order as if I was looking at it sideways, and that keeps me like clean on abilities and stuff like that. And then like just that's a huge thing too. A lot of people don't realize is the better you organize your bars, the better off you're going to be. In certain situations. Now, obviously, the real like, I've got buddies that what they'll do is they won't even show their bars. They will just use like a weak aura that tracks everything, and then they'll watch the weak aura and they just like memorize which button's which for their rotation. Especially, one of them does it in retail, which was crazy to me because you have so many moves. You know what I mean? But no, yeah, it definitely pays off to have a good it definitely pays off to have a good UI setup and a good setup for your for like your key binds and all that sort of thing. And then especially, I think I was on here yesterday, and options, add-ons, threat plates. I think there's an option in here for stacking nameplates. Stacking, okay, yeah. So that's the settings I'm using there. Dude, I have a fuck ton of Alterac Valley. It looks like that's the only thing really going right now.
Light be with you. Farewell.
Maybe not.
Watch over you.
Yeah, best thing you could do for yourself is having a nice clean UI to work with, having yourself a nice something that you can understand for yourself that'll help you analyze, I guess, more or less, is super important. If I can get these two up to 75, get whatever honor I can from that, that should put me around, what, like, probably 45k. Once I hit 70, I'll start the Eye of the Storm spam, and we'll get to it like that. What, are you playing on, Night Slayer, Tyler? Finishing my pre-questing, getting my consumes and Taylor enchant supplies up to 340 after launch. Okay. I didn't realize. I did see. So I did disenchant something earlier, and I seen that they got 65 supplies up there. So I was curious as to whether or not a lot of that stuff you could buy quite yet, or if it was super expensive. Yeah, no, so I will say this. I don't know if it's Cataclysm or Wrath of the Lich King or what, but one of those expansions gives off a, I think there's enchants for, like, back pieces that, like, randomly proc for, like, 1,000 attack power, and then there's one for spell power. So I got everything maxed out as far as my professions. I was thinking about going through and getting these up, cooking, first aid, fishing, just to save me a little bit of gold to start off with if I can farm my own raid consumables. But I'm not sure how difficult or easy that would be. Oh, here. So I did end up changing my talents. I did. I dropped everything. The only thing I had in the destruction tree was improved shadow bolt. Demonology, I still took the 15% stamina. I just think it's super useful, especially you get that big stam buff at the beginning of one of these, and it stacks off of that. So I think there's a lot of value to be had there. But I did add 2 out of 2 soul siphon and 3 out of 5 fell concentration for. Oh, I'm pumping, but I gotta get this fucking thing off my screen.
Pentakill. Hexakill. Legendary kill. Double kill.
Oh, boys, where's the heals at? Come on now. Oh, man, that was intense. Oh, well, on our way back in. And you know who's on top already, dude. You already know. Number one. Done the best you could. Unfortunately, it wasn't good enough. Yeah, you know, it's sometimes what I've realized, Tyler, is sometimes you get into these games when you get into Blacksmith, it like you either get absolutely focused down or you absolutely trash the enemy team. You know what I mean? Because if you can maintain the kind of pressure that these damage over time things give, I mean it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, they let me free cast there and they paid dearly for it. Honestly, the only thing that ended up happening was at the end I wasn't getting any incoming healing, so I didn't like have the ability to kind of keep life tapping to keep myself able to keep casting. Well, we're in a little bit of a pickle here. Oh, man. Yeah, honestly, first aid is a good one. I want to get up. It is super easy. Even, you know, like a lot of people bitch about that quest you do at Theramore, the Alliance Triage quest or whatever. I don't think that's that hard of a quest. I mean, I'll just be honest. If you, sometimes I like the badly injured soldiers. You got to prioritize over the regular injured, which goes over the whatever. I forget what the third one is, but or the critically injured, badly injured, and then injured. Okay. Okay, he's got a little immune going on. I honestly, they ought to make it so the Fell Hunter can consume that bubble. Or Warrior Shield Bash. I'm pretty sure Warrior has a move that can knock Paladins out of bubble in retail. I don't quite remember exactly, but... Come on, kill this warrior.
Triple kill.
Oh man. What do you hit me with, backstab? Or ambush, I mean? Ambush, yeah, 1900. What a weak ambush, dude. This kid... What's this kid using, a green for a dagger? Jesus. Oh well. I mean, here's the thing is... So right now they're pretty busted. But at level 70, I don't think they do much. You know what I mean? Like, everybody, every other class... It's kind of like shamans. I feel like right now they're busted because of the way they can set up their talents compared to everybody else gives them that extra damage hike. But once you get into the actual meat and potatoes of the patch, it's not going to be as...
Double kill.
Yeah, keep letting me pump you, dude. That's a good idea. You should keep letting me do this to you. Oh, man, dude.
Triple kill. Quadra kill. Pentakill. Hexakill.
Come on, boys. You got this. You got to clean that up. I can't do all of our damage, guys. Look, 35.6 damage in that deal there. Oh, is that overall? What's this say? 125,000. Next on my team, 62, 64. I mean, these guys just don't know how to handle a lock. You just ram it up on them, dude. You just put them down. The more you can silence and CC me, the better of a game you're gonna have. But yeah, I agree. They need some sort of counterplay, even if it's like a niche thing that you don't like really run all the time. You know, even if it was something little, it would help out in battlegrounds. Like, if you gave it to a class that nobody like, listen, I'm not saying every warlock should be able to counter instantly every single. Boy. Got myself into a little pickle there. I'm not saying, like, you know, every class should be able to counter paladins either, but they should have a counter to what they do. I mean, even if you look at shamans, even they have a Ankh, you know what I mean? I have Soulstone on a warlock. But, you know, the difference is, I think, with a lot of that stuff, if I die, I lose all my buffs. And I still, you know what I mean? They stay alive, maintain their buffs. They can go invincible, heal themselves to full, and basically reset the whole thing. Oh, boys, they know we're coming. I don't know. This doesn't seem like a good idea. I'll go in, don't we worry. Yeah, that rogue. That's a toughie. Here's the thing: a lot of these paladins on the horde side too. You got to realize, you know, they're either A, people that didn't play classic the whole way, right? B, they're on a new class. They don't really understand a lot of the intricacies of it. Yeah, you got caught, dude. You got caught. You're done. Man, that sucks. I hate when that happens. It always makes me real sad when I'm on the old rogue and the warlock finds me. I hate that. I hate that for him. But yeah, no, they definitely, a lot of them don't have the skill set of a paladin that played the whole way through classic, and it shows, right? Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Bad morning for the Alliance here. We're not starting off fresh, so to say. Oh man, they're correcting grammar now. Oh man. It's not looking good. Not looking good in the battleground chat, boys. wears me out. I'm okay with whining, honestly. Wow. These kids truly have given up. What class do you play, Tyler?
Double kill. Triple kill.
You got good feats. The fuck does that even mean? You got good feats. This dude's a psychopath. Dinovar, if you're in here, you're one sick bastard, dude. Real sick puppy. Oh, man. Coming in again. Bend over, here it comes again. I'm just gonna slow walk at you. Hit him with that no look. Honestly, this lock sucks, and the only thing that keeps him going is he just always seems to have a healer with him. Well, we'll hit the respawn. Maybe the boys will kill him down there. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't check anybody's gear score on this one, so. Yeah, this is typical. This is typical for the Alliance, you know, losing the battlegrounds. I hate that it happens, but you know, we're almost out of this one. Get the fuck off me, bro. Somebody just fucking kill this guy. I mean, he's standing right here. He's ready for it. He's begging.
Kill. Quadra kill.
Damn. What did Shane get, Drizzle? What did he get? What raid gear did he get? Give me the scoop. Greaves, what's going on, buddy? Which one are you? You the high mom paladin? Tentacillum. Who is crying?
Yes. To battle.
Let's inspect this shit. 1067, dude. Okay. Yeah, see, a lot of guides tell you to take Enveloping Shadows. I don't take it on mine. I will say, though, I did go Master of Subtlety for those sweet, sweet ambushes. The Ring of Desert Wind. Okay, yeah, I have that. I actually just, Oh, Drizzle. We're going to have to change that, buddy. We're going to have to change that up. We're going to have to get you some raid gear, dude. I mean, it's just that simple. My man needs it. We ain't taking no for an answer. My man needs it. Oh, man. Did you report him at least, Drizzle? Hit him with that fat report, dude. I will say, so I haven't had a ton of super negative experiences rating on Classic. But the ones that I have had, you know, they say when it rains it pours or whatever, right? The ones that I have had are fucking, have been diabolical. You know what I mean? Like evil mastermind planned out diabolical. Where they ninja all the loot, they steal everything they can. You know, the whole 9 yards. And, you know, a lot of times it's this shit that you personally need. And it's because a buddy of theirs who's in the raid. And here's the crazy part. A lot of times they'll do like this weird tactic where they'll put everybody in different guilds just so you don't know, right? They'll have everybody make up their own guild of like 2 or 3 people. You know, like get the signatures and then kick everybody out and have their own guild. And then they'll go through and like ninja everything so it doesn't look like they're doing it. But as a matter of fact, I saw an old Asmongold video. If you look it up, he's got a video that's like Asmongold's Guide to Ninja Looting. I'm gonna link it in the chat here in a second. Now, let me look this thing up. Okay. There's old Asmongold's How to Ninja Loot in World of Warcraft. I'll watch it later. Maybe I'll do it on stream or whatever. But oh man, we're getting rolled bad on this one too. I'm not even gonna drink it. It's not even worth it. I mean, they don't appear to really, unless they're a 9-man pre-made. I don't know. We'll give it another shot here. Yeah, that's one of the things I hate about. Here's the thing: is the reason why I like performance-based stuff as far as raids, like like in guilds and stuff like that, is simply for the fact. Yeah, you're about to die, brother. You're about to fucking die. And then I'm then about to die. I will say, when some of these warriors are getting geared up, they hit like fucking trucks in this, even in this pre-patch. I mean, how many? He hit me with 2 mortal strikes for 3.7k and 2 melees for 2.6. I'm not sure why he did that. Alright, let's try to fucking... No mage food. Had the audacity to ask for a Stormwind port after. Dude, that's some wicked shit, isn't it? Absolutely insane behavior. Here's the thing too. Is so this guy must run out here and then where? Okay, all right. These guys are burying us. I don't think I'm playing great, but just kind of chasing this guy around, you know, spot after spot. We'll just run him down and then here's the thing is, if I'm absolutely clowning around and I'm still top damage, that's a pretty big problem. That's not good. Let's see this kid. 577. Okay. I'm not sure why you're doing this, bro. Fly me if you want. You're dead. You're dead as hell, dude. That guy's thick. He's geared as fuck. Yeah, Drizzle, I think well, here's the thing, too, is those 20-man raids, they just don't provide a lot of great gear. We got to get on one of them 40-mans tonight. We got to get separate the men from the boys. I did have that ring that you were talking about, that Ring of the Desert Winds or whatever. It was a good ring for a long time. I think I ended up coming to the conclusion, though, with that, for him, for the druid, it'd be huge. But so the only thing, so it didn't have the spell hit rating, I don't think. I think if you change that over to mana per 5, let's just look at the AQ20. I think it's this guy. No, there we go. So if you look at this, for Ring of Unspoken Names, which is like the, I don't know, it's like one of the AQ20 set. To trade that out, once I got that, would be -7 hit, -5 spell power. I'd gain 2 mana per 5, or 3 mana per 5. Not really huge, and it's the same critical rating. So, isn't worth it to me, but as a healer, it is a good ring. I'll give it that. And then Don Rodrigo's band, same critical rating, don't need the mana per 5, and spell penetration by 20 is actually, depending on what you're doing, of course, can actually be much more valuable than spell power 9. In my opinion. If you're going up against a boss. If you're going up against a boss, you get that tight little spell power rating, dude. Or you get that tight little spell pen rating. It's definitely thick. Let's before we start another one, why don't I change over to... We'll watch the guide on ninja looting. Adjust some stuff here. We'll do... Oh. Oh my. It's very simple. Oh man! You either embrace being a dickhead or you don't. Oh man. Oh shoot, okay. Alright, hold up, let me see here.
We hate that mentality, alright? You don't deserve it any more than anybody else, but that doesn't mean that you can't take it. Now, we're going to get right down into this shit. Like, actually, we're not. We're going to have to talk about a couple other things because it's important. You either embrace being a dickhead or you don't be a dickhead.
Oh,
Don't
man.
pretend that you're not a dickhead, okay? There's no middle ground here. Now, the thing is, like, people ask, like, okay, so was ninja looting, my beard itched, I shaved earlier. I didn't do a good job. So, either way, people ask, is ninja looting, am I going to get suspended for ninja looting? Yeah, I mean, maybe if you fuck it up, you get suspended. Probably not going to get banned. I never heard anybody getting banned for ninja looting. And guys, please, don't tell me that you had somebody ninja loot from you and then you got them banned. You don't know that, okay? You don't know that. GMs don't tell you. Please, please don't say that. So either way, ninja looting is not ethical. It's not fair. But if you're gonna be a dickhead, go full dickhead. All right? Don't
go
half
full dickhead.
As I said, as I always say, you go big dick, man. Like you don't do any of that half chub bullshit. You know, you
No
ninja
half
loot the
chub,
item,
Drizzle.
and you say fuck everybody else. Or you don't do it. You know, you sit in line and you never get your item. Because at the end of the day, boys, you either got the item or you don't. I ninja looted the flame talent of a list resort. I don't feel bad for it at all. I took it from those other people and that's all there is to it. Now, you know, did they think that I was going to do that? No. But what at the end of the day, what's going on? I've got the Fire Raven Ward. Who else in our group has a Fire Raven Ward? Actually, my boy Jeff, who ninja looted it to me. We went and ran it for him a bunch of times so he could get it, you know, as some I don't know, like I can't think of the word, but I'll probably think of it when it'll be inappropriate. But either way, so people want to know. I want to get back on topic, and I'm going to try and stop jumping around here. People want to know, is ninja looting against the terms of service? And the answer is yes, it is. And so that's why you have to make sure that you're
fucking
not ninja
bigly.
looting. Now, there are a lot of things. It's very strict definition.
As Donald would say,
the strict
fucking
definition of
bigly.
ninja looting is that if you post loot rules in chat where everybody can read that say that
The Loot Master establishes clear rules for specific loot, using channels that are visible to all players, such as party or raid chat, then breaks those rules by distributing the loot differently, Blizzard considers it a loot scam. If a master looter refuses to honor a specific agreement, contact customer support to report that player for scamming, include details about
the
the rules
certain
test
item
and how it's
is
broken.
on reserve or not on reserve.
Blizzard
And
will
if
review
you
the
say
chat
that it's
logs
not
and
on
may
reserve,
suspend the
and you say
player
everything is
or
free
items
roll,
depending on
and then you
the
master loot
findings.
invincible to yourself, you say fuck everybody else, and you know you can take this is one of the things I like to do. I like to whenever I ninja loot them out, I like to offer people to, instead of as like a you know, like a second place prize, you know, like what you can do is you can stand next to me riding them out and take a screenshot, because that's how close you were, right? So you really want to be, as I said before,
what a dick.
full dickhead. And what you have to do, guys, is that you have to make sure that you do not ever post the loot rules, all right? And what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to go through a lot of different ways.
Never post the loot rules, Drizzle. Did this? Let me ask you this, Drizzle. Did this guy follow this first thing? Did he post the loot rules? No matter what. The loot rules are in Vet, Mumble. Okay, so for today it would be Discord. That way Blizzard won't be able to check to see if you posted them or not, but the members in the group will think that you won't be able to ninja anything and feel safer.
To kind of misdirect and divert and neutralize different considerations and problems people might have to you ninja looting, okay? And we're going to go through, I'm going to try and have some visual aids on the videos and everything like that. And so anyway, ninja looting is very strictly defined, and so if you don't do something that's within that strict definition, the odds are you're probably not going to get in trouble. And guys, please, like, if you're going to ninja loot the item, don't fucking ninja loot the item if you've already posted the loot rules, because you're just going to get it taken away from you. They're not going to redistribute the loot. So you don't have an item. You get a 3-day suspension or 3-hour suspension. Everybody else is pissed. You don't have an item, and you make all of us look stupid. So don't do that. Don't waste literally everyone's time by doing that. Don't do it. So here's what you have to do. All right, and we're going to talk about the I guess like basic ninja loot guidelines. Now, this is really simple. Like, if you guys want to know like how to ninja loot, there's one I don't know how many words this is, probably like 2 or 3. Never post loot rules. 4 words. Okay, never post loot rules no matter what. Because if you post loot rules, as I said before, then it's grounds to get your shit taken away from you, and then you wasted all your time and everybody else's, created
remember this raid,
unnecessary
Drizzle.
animosity for nothing, and then I mean, it's just so stupid, right? So never post root rules, all right? Now you have to figure out different ways to make people either think that you did post root rules, or for whatever reason, basically neutralize the issue of the loot rules coming up. Now sometimes people will ask you, like in a tell, like, hey, what are the loot rules? You know, instead of asking in raid chat. Now this is
Sometimes people will ask you if in a tell, in a whisper, if something is going to be ninja or not. But it says loot rules have to be in part of your raid chest. So according to that, you can lie to them and it be a. Oh, man.
This is a gray area, and I prefer not to go here. But sometimes you can tell them.
This is the Bastion of Twilight. The other one is Blackwing Descent, BWD. That's the one with Nefarian at the end, and you gotta kite those skeletons around and all that shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when we ran our raids in here, this one went fine for this fight. But I think the last boss, that fucking, I can't even remember his name, the big ogre dude. I'm pretty sure most people didn't complete him or the Nefarian fight in BWD week 1. Like, just most people just honestly
take
didn't.
away the item, even if you say it's free roll and then you ninja loot it anyway, because it's not actually dead.
I think Asmongold actually. So the last time that he played WoW Classic was the opening week of Cataclysm raids. When we formed our raid, right? When we formed our raid that first day, Asmongold had his raid going at the same time. And you remember we kept wiping in BWD on Nefarian because nobody could tank the ads for very long, right? Like, we tried it with me tanking them first, and then we had that paladin that was tanking them, and then we had, I think, a feral druid that was trying to tank them for a little while. Nobody could get it done right. Nobody had like the strategy down or whatever, and we ended up, we wiped like 20-something times on it, and everybody ended up calling it, right? And that Asmongold's thing went exactly the same way, and that was the last time he streamed Classic WoW on Cataclysm. Or in general, I think. I think he had enough after that.
Everybody, it's just to that one individual. And so that's that's kind of like a little tricky gray area that as I said before, I don't really like to play in gray areas. So if you guys have ever heard of like reserving an item, this is a big deal.
You know what I should do? I should make a short out of us watching this video and talk about that and talking about how they were wiping over and over on that, and tag him in it. See if he'll respond.
From like ICC, and like now I don't really see it too much. And anyway, so what reserving an item is, it's real simple. Is that people just say what item that they're going to ninja, and then they just make their group around that. And so if you want that item, you're going to go to this. You're not going to go to that group because this group, the guaranteed, if that item drops, it's going to.
Reserving an item is the polite alternative to ninjaing. See, this is why. I guess hard reserved items. I get it. So like for instance, if I was doing a guild run, right? Let's say I've got a guild. I've got 40 people. We're trying to get faster clear times, better parses, this, that, and the other, right? I guess I understand hard reserving things from that perspective because at the end of the day, somebody from the guild is more likely to get that item. So let's say you have a 40-man raid. Let's say you have 15 casters rolling on the Drake Fang Talisman or whatever it's called. Is that the one that gives you... Or no, Neltharian's Tear. That's the caster trinket. I think Drake Fang DFT is for rogues and warriors. But even better, let's say you got a fucking 40-man raid and you have 25 rogues and warriors in the raid total out of 40, and they're all rolling on DFT. There's no possible way that somebody... Well, I mean, it's not no possible way. There's like a 97% chance a guildie's walking away with that thing. But obviously you want to Um, obviously, you want to give it to whoever's your top pumps. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you'd really give that to a tank or not, but you know, if that's what you want for your Fury, Prot, tank, whatever, you want to give it to whoever's your highest loot priority. So I guess I understand the HR deal, just to simplify it, because like, some people will have the expectation going in there that if they win the loot roll, or that if they go in there with the one roll chance. I mean, those trinkets are a pretty low drop rate anyways. I must have ran BWL 20 times, 30 times on each of my characters, and I've only seen Neltharian's tier once, I think, or Netharian's tier, whatever it is. I don't even think I ever saw the Drake Fang Talisman. But it's HR'd in almost every group. If I go on the thing right now and there's a BWL, it's almost guaranteed that's HR'd. I've only seen it not HR'd on like 3 or 4 of those raids, and even then, like I said, it didn't even drop.
Ninja, so everybody knows beforehand, there's no foul play. This is not against the rules, but the only downside is, again, that other people who want the item. So like, you're gonna do an ICC 25-man run and you're gonna reserve Invincible? Good fucking joke. Nobody's gonna come to that. So that's why you ninja loot the item, is to convince people that everything's gonna be okay, and then it's not. And so main thing, guys, is that this is our, and we're gonna go through different.
That's one thing I'm realizing, Drizzle, is if we want to go through this expansion and like have the maximum experience that we can, we'd pretty much have to start our own guild, run our own raids, do our own thing, and HR items to ourselves, and this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm saying the amount of work that it would take to do a lot of that would be insane. You know what I mean? If I was off like I am right now, and let's say Burning Crusade had dropped in like December, fuck yeah, I'd do it. But that's the only thing. A lot of these guys, that's the other reason why I get the HR thing. A lot of these guys, they're coming in week after week, every single week, raiding this with this same core group of guys. So, when one of these items does drop, do they not deserve to get the item? Compared to somebody who, like me, I'll show up to a raid once in a while, but I'm not. I'm not going maximum fucking raiding with the same group of people. At least I didn't in Classic. I'm gonna try to this time, see what happens. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Drizzle. If I'm the top pumping lock in this guild, which, I might not be, we'll see. But if I'm number 1 in the charts, number 1 in your heart in this guild, and I'm fucking pumping, and I don't, after 2 or 3 weeks, I don't start seeing some loot coming my way, I'm gonna be a little upset, Drizzle. I might pull the plug on them. We'll see.
I guess different tactics or strategies, whatever you want to call it, on how to prevent ninja looting, or how to
that Cho'Gall.
This is actually, guys, I do want to say this real quick. I don't know if I said this before, but all information is a two-edged sword. So people who don't like ninja looting, just all information is a double-edged sword, or a two-edged sword, whatever way you want to look at. Okay, the best way to deal with somebody asking if you're posting loot rules, or what the loot rules are, is you just ignore them. You just point out, fucking ignore them. They say, hey,
straight up
what are the loot
them.
rules? Good job, you did it. Okay, and that shuts them up usually, and they probably will forget and not ask again. And second, if they keep pestering you, say that you'll post when the group is full. And the reason for that is that the odds are that the time between whenever they ask you that and whenever the group is full, they'll forget, right? And so that's really, really easy. Another kind of thing similar is that you'll post once everybody gets in a mumble, everybody gets an event. So you move the goalposts back, and so then they forget where the goalposts actually are, right? And so it's all about it's brain magic, guys. This is a lot of brain magic, and so this is what.
So isn't this the heroic boss, like the boss that you can only get from doing the raid on heroic? I never got to do this.
We really got to be talking about, and everybody needs to understand. Also, sometimes they just keep pestering you. They just keep getting annoying, right? Okay, what you do is sometimes you can kick them out during, like, whenever you guys are summoning everybody in, you know, or whatever else you're going to be doing for the group. And you pretty much just kick them out right at the summons and say, hey, they didn't want to come because it was taking too long. But you don't want to do, this is what you don't want to do, is like if they say, hey, what are the loot rolls, and you kick them out, right? Because how fucking suspicious is that? I mean, as I said before, you want to make people feel safe. You want to make people feel like it's not going to get ninja looted. Like, if they think it's going to get ninja looted, they're going to leave. And so that's what you don't want to happen, all right? So that's the main thing you want to have, is you want to make sure that they don't think anything. That this is just a normal run, and everything is going according to plan. And
so when people ask questions, you kick them, and then you find another one. You find somebody that ain't asking no questions. Yeah, me either. I think Steve and them did it in that guild that they were in.
Until, surprise, motherfucker, Invincible is mine. And so that's what you want to have happen. Either way, make sure that whenever you kick somebody out, you tell your group that, hey, they have to go or something like that. So you automatically, I guess, like, preemptively quell any concerns or anything like that other people would have, right? And so it automatically makes them think that, oh, okay, he didn't get kicked out, right? Because you already came up with a reason why the person left, okay? Another thing, this is again another, like, kind of like double, like two level brain magic thing here, is that you have a buddy of yours, like this is, we're going to do a couple of different two-man team things here, is that you have a buddy of yours tell this other person, be like, hey, you know, can you just stop spamming or something like that? And so what you want to do is you want to make that person act annoyed that this other person is asking for the loot roll. So this person, you want to make this person, turn this person into the enemy, okay? And so...
Turn them into the enemy! Oh, man.
What this is going to do is it puts the other people on there, and it turns this person from somebody who's concerned about everybody's loot and everything like that into an annoying spammer, all right? And so again, it's a lot of brain magic, and so you've really got to keep on top of that. And so what you do, as I said before, is you turn that person into the aggressor, into the annoying person, into something like that, and you basically make them, you discredit them. And so whenever they ask about the loot rules or whatever else, everybody's just like, shut the fuck up, it's gonna be fine, right? So you've actually got people agreeing with you, and this happens, this fucking happens, guys. You've actually got people agreeing with you. You've got them agreeing with you that it's not gonna be ninja'd, and it is. Like, it's amazing. It's unbelievable that people would do this, but it actually happens all the time. And so again, you want to just, as I said before, turn them, make them act like a spammer, make people think that they're some sort of a spammer, and you know, there's a bunch of other stuff like that. Another thing, what you can do, this is like I don't really like to do this too much, but you can tell them that you've already posted the loot rules. You posted the loot rules, I don't know, like 5 or 10 minutes ago, and you know, they're just they're late to the party. It's too late. We already posted them, and then they'd be like, oh, can you post them again? That's the problem. And so that's whenever you can do one of the other strategies, and or just have your friend tell them what the loot rules are, and your friend's not the raid leader, so it doesn't matter what they say. Okay. And another thing that you guys can do is this is shout out to my boy Zirius for playing this one off for me in Kata. Is what you do is you I'm trying to think of a way to put this. Like, all right, I'll tell you. I'll throw out the story. Okay, so we're doing Old War, and Old War 25 man. I'm going for Memron's head. There's a lot of people in the group, but only one person's getting Memron's head, and either way. So what we did is we had my buddy. I said, I'm gonna go AFK, right? Because everybody's asking, like, we get to a Yogg, and everybody's asking, like, yo, what the fuck is the loot rules from Memron's head? Nobody posts the loot rules because everybody knows the drill, right? This is KT, like, it's commonplace, all right? If Invincible doesn't get ninja'd, if Memron's head doesn't get ninja'd, that's weird. I mean, like, you're just expecting it on KT. And so whenever something doesn't, if there's no foul play, that's weird, okay? Either way, so Zirius, what I tell him to do is I tell him I'm going AFK, right? And I wait for 30 seconds, and then I tell my boy to run in there and aggro Yogg. And then so whenever we aggro Yalk, everybody's like, oh shit, the boss is aggroed. But it's not by me, right? So they're not thinking I'm trying to play some kind of bullshit on them, but I actually am. And so what I do, and then I come back and say, all right, everybody into the room. And so they're already engaged with the fight. They're distracted, right? They're distracted.
You get your boy to Leroy Jenkins. Run in there. Oh, man. That's... oh, man, that's fucking brutal.
And then by that time, the boss is going to be dead anyway pretty soon. And then Mimron's head didn't drop. Kind of sucks. But either way, you know, I had a chance at it, and I had Master Loot, and I didn't have to post the loot rules. So, guys, this is another one. This is like a trick, all right? And I want to use an example for this. I watched American Psycho. I don't know, it was like a while ago, and they're at some club, and some like girl asked Patrick Bateman, who's this psycho, and he asked him, you know, what party of the what do you call it, of the business are you into? And he says murders and executions, okay? And so he actually tells them the truth. But the reason, and then the girl automatically corrects it in her head to think mergers and acquisitions, okay? And so you see you're doing this double reverse brain magic on somebody, and they don't even know what's going on. And so you're actually telling them the truth, okay? So you say something like, oh yeah, I'm going to ninja loot everything from the last boss, and I'm going to vendor it, okay? And so it's funny, it's a joke, but at the same time, people don't actually ask for the real loot rules because they think that this is a joke. And so because you already went to this extreme, they think that you're at normalcy instead of thinking that they're at their extreme, which is asking the question, okay? And so again, you've always got to be, I guess, like paying attention to this shit. And guys, I want to use another example, and I use this in my in my document here, is like whenever you're like a farmer, right? There's like different types of pesticides and different types of fertilizer for each plant, okay? And each of these people, imagine like you're in the half hill farm, right? And it's like, do you want to throw water on this carrot, or do you want to put fertilizer on it? And so it's up to you as the farmer and as the ninja here to figure out what is the best way to approach and neutralize this situation. And there's no magic rule for, okay, this is the best way to do it every single time somebody asks this. This is the best way to do it every single time somebody asks this. It really kind of depends, okay? But what it really comes down to is the more you do it and the more that you're used to doing this stuff, the better you are at, you know, knowing how to deal with and neutralize each individual person. And so anyway, another thing I really want to say, never ninja loot from your friends or from your guild, because I just think it's a really shitty thing to do. I actually rolled off Invincible before I had it, and it was because I had friends in the group. Never betray your friends. Never, you know, betray their trust. You know, you need them. You know, so whenever you want to play that double, you know, that Yogg Zero thing, you know, running in there, you know, you got somebody to do that for you. Okay. And so make sure that you never ninja from your friends or your guildies or anything like that. Like, honestly, like, I know this is a dickhead thing to do, but this is really all it comes down to. Like, as I said before, this is a dickhead thing to do. Ninja looting is a dickhead thing to do, and this is how to do it, okay? And so anyway, usually whenever I do a group, I'll ask in guild, I'll be like, hey, yo, I'm doing Old War, guess what's going to get ninja looted, right? Or I'm going to take Mimron's head, right? And if somebody wants to come for transmog, great. But they're not gonna ever be salty about the fact that you ninja loot Mimron's head. Okay, so it's real simple, guys. Make sure that you never ninja loot from your friends or from your guild. All right. Now, a lot after you ninja loot it, right? A lot of people are going to be mad, right? They're going to be foaming at the fucking mouth, and that's the best part for me. That's the best part. I love it whenever that happens. Like, I remember whenever the Warglaive dropped, and we actually had to.
Oh my god. Catch you around the place, there's a proper beatdown. Oh, and I'm Trinidad. I have the most gold on Kel'Thuzad. Don't even bother trying to get a group on KT again. Fuck you. I hope you die soon. In real life. I messed him back! Trash! Or, oh, lol, you're mad.
do 3 rerolls for me to win it. And so that was just like, fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't even remember how long ago that was. That was like, wow, that was like over 5 years ago. Holy shit. What the fuck am I doing? Either way, I had to do
20 minutes in queue for you to waste my fucking time. Thanks a lot. Oh, man.
3 different loot rolls for the Warglaive. Sorry, I was getting myself a little bit confused. And again, like, everybody was fucking pissed off. People were sending me towels, everything else like that. But to me, that's the best part. I always like it whenever people get pissed off. And so, as I said before, if you're like not the kind of person that likes that kind of stuff, don't do.
Fuck you, you little punk bitch.
It's like, honestly, as I said before, it's a dickhead thing to do. So if you're...
Here's the worst part, is any of this stuff nowadays would get you fucking put on the Blizzard hit list for 2 weeks, dude. You hit that report one time, it's fucking lights out. It doesn't even matter. I got banned from getting reported by one guy in ICC. There was this paladin, right? It wasn't even ICC. It was in Northrend. I was farming some mobs for some quest. And the guy was following me around, and the way the dots work, if I cast a dot on a mob, and then you attack it before the dot ticks, I'm fucked. So as a shadow priest, I was running around. I was, you start off, you hit your dots, and then you fucking, after you get a couple ticks on the dots, you hit a mind blast, you hit your mind flay, you do this, you do that, whatever. And this guy was running around. I want to say it was a paladin, but I can't remember if it was a warrior or a paladin. He was running around and fucking hitting him with Avenger's Shield as I was, doing my thing. And stealing all the aggro on the quest mobs. And I don't even think the guy was on the quest. I think he was just fucking with me. Because after, the first time I was like, okay, whatever. And then I moved over to the next spot, because there was like multiple spots for the mob. And this dude fucking come over and just started killing all my shit. And I never, so I got angry. I messaged him and said, hey, why don't you quit being a scumbag and a, fucking terrible human being and let me get my quest mobs, we can, I didn't frame it in a very positive light, I'll tell you that, okay? But he replied something shitty to me that was like, lol, get good or something. I said, you get good, you fucking punk-ass bitch, or something like that. And he reported me, and I got banned for a week for that. Or no, yeah, I got banned for a week, and then I was muted for a week after I come off the ban or something like that. So I couldn't find groups for dungeons and shit. It was pretty much a week of me not being able to do anything, other than like LFG stuff.
Gonna do it, at least own it. Like, at least fucking own it. And another thing, like, whenever I ninja looted the Flame Talon of a Whisper's War, we finished the run. Because after we actually killed the boss, I just said, alright, go up to Rylith, and we just act like it didn't happen, right? One guy got mad. One guy got mad, and he left. Everybody else was just like, oh, he got the mount, he stole the mount, and that was it. Like, we don't miss a beat, alright? Just keep going and act like it didn't happen. Now, a lot of things that people say, you're going to get blacklisted. Motherfucker, there's 10 million people playing the game. What do you think the probability of somebody memorizing your name, and not just somebody, but a large group of people memorizing your name and actively remembering not to play with you? Oh, that's right, it's 0. Don't worry about that. Like, we used to run VOA in my old guild Overdose. Me, my boy Austin, all my friends from Overdose, Talib, Hero, Inu, like everybody, we ninja looted VOA 8 times a week. We ninja looted VOA 8 times a week to gain funds for the guild bank so we could buy BOEs and Cataclysm. And so what we'd do is we'd finish the boss and we'd kill the boss and then we'd auction off all the gear, right? And so anyway, we'd always have a full group. We would have a full group every single time, every single week. And people would say Overdose is ninjas, Asmongold is ninja. Like I don't know how many times I've heard that. But either way, we still had groups. We still had a group every single time. You're never going to get blacklisted, okay? Unless you're just doing this like every single day, nonstop, just like spamming constantly. Like my boy Jeff, like before he went to the Marines, like back in the day, like he used to ninja shit all the time. And he would still get groups. He ninja looted the Gruul's shield, the Aldori Legacy Defender. I remember the name. He ninja'd that shield 3 times, okay? Ninja'd it 3 times. And there was still a group for the 3rd time. So don't worry about that. Like obviously sometimes people are gonna hate you for it, and that's how it goes. You're not always gonna make friends no matter where you go. Like that's really all there is to it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've got to say. It's been kind of a long video. Hopefully it didn't get too boring. But
Drizzle, do you remember the guy's name? Is his name scarred into your memory forever, or is what Asmongold is saying true? That, you know, most people are going to forget this incident here in a little bit of time. Oh, he remembers. Oh, man. Honestly, I feel like we'd have a ton of fun if we made, like, just a slimy-ass fucking guild that was, you know, that was known for this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I thrive on getting hate mail. Absolutely thrive on it. I don't know. Honestly, like I was saying, you know, it's, I'd love to, raid lead and HR stuff for us. Just because of the fact that I feel like it happens so much. Like, if Classic ever does run again, which, you know, Drizzle, I know they're going to milk this cow till the day they die. But, you know, if and when Classic does run again, I think that's going to be the move, is I'll probably raid lead on a bunch of this stuff, and we'll hard reserve whatever we want. Tight little Oni's lair. A little BWL. Oh, well, 59, yeah, I have it. man. Left the guild. Notorious. Couldn't even spell it right. Maybe his name's Nate. I don't know. I think the coffee's running through me right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a piss real quick. We'll hit a refresh on the raids, see if anything else has popped up. And we'll come up with a plan. Be right back. And we're back. Alright, let's see what's popped up. Oh, drizzle. How do I... Oh... How did I get to that? Oh, what? Trying to figure out on MacBit, I gotta transfer this fucking thing over. It says it's transferable, but it's not letting me transfer it. Like, I don't... I didn't want to do that. Jesus Christ. Oh, well, the raid scene isn't looking great. Let's see what else we can come up with here. Otherwise, I might go to Era. I might start working on those characters. Well, we might be moving over to why would you even play a rogue on a non-PvP server? It's just such a waste. I might be moving over to Classic. Drizzle, I'll be honest. I've been thinking about making a tight little mage on the Classic realms. So once I hit 60, I could do a little boosting for people, you know? You make a fuck ton of money boosting. What a dick. Let's do some Classic era. Oh, let me see if is PTR running. Oh, that's what it was. I picked PTR Classic Air. Okay. Let me see if I can, if the servers are even up for this. I think it's 3. Let me try 4.
You know what I love? Hitting add to cart. A Domino's pizza with my 2 favorite toppings? Add it. Those fluffy little garlic bread bites and warm chocolate lava cakes don't tempt me. Because with Domino's mix and match deal, I could get everything I want for just $6.99 each. So, yeah, I'm placing my order right now at Dom. Prices higher in some locations. Ask for this offer. 2 at a minimum. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Bone-in wings, stuffed crust, pan pieces, cost extra. Local store set delivery fees and may charge extra for some menu items, crust types, toppings, and sauces.
It's last call for football on FanDuel, with one last round of rewards every day through Super Bowl 60. One last week for one more chance. Visit the FanDuel app all week long for limited time boost every day until football runs out. FanDuel, official partner of Super Bowl 60.
New customers spend $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if you win. 21 plus in present and select states. First online bill language only. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued does not withdraw. Bonus bets expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/promo. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. RG-app.com.
Winning this winter, explained by Fanatics Casino. Fanatics Casino lets you spin for free every day with fan cash spins and gives you the chance to cozy up to $100,000 worth of daily rewards. And when you supercharge your spin with a wager, you've got a shot at $10,000 in fan cash. Plus, new customers deposit and wager $10 for 1,000 free spins on Triple Cash Eruption for 10 days. Fanatics Casino, America's fastest growing online casino. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Offer not available. Fanatics Casino app.
That name contains mature language. Excuse you? Hey, wheat farmer. See if that's taken. Unavailable. Oh, man. Let me see here. We'll try Nova Blink.
Bound to the iron will of the tyrant.
Nobody gives a fuck. Let's see what kind of moves you got, Drizzle. Let's see what you've got. Of course we're taking shoot. I mean, that's a given. I'm trying to. What do you mean invalid target? What's happening here? Something's messed up. Okay, this thing can stop acting up at any goddamn time. God damn! Alright, we're going for the world record fucking level 1 to 85,000 time.
I have exactly what you need. Watch your back.
What was the stuff? Oh,
I am forsaken. Remember, patience.
what do you get Blizzard at? 20? Oh, that's the other thing. Field guide. That's what I need. Okay, conjure water. Let's see here. Yeah, 20 I get Blizzard. Rank 4 of Frostbolt already, Jesus.
What will you require? Victory forces.
Thank God for that 2 intellect, dude. That shit's thick. Resist? What the fuck is that? Damn, that takes up that much mana. Majors are busted, Drizzle. This is bullshit, dude. And buried him.
Let your songs shine with premium. And share your favorite songs with the entire squad without ad breaks. You can also play with to learn more.
Fan armies have squad goals, but you have ad goals. That's why Spotify's Ads Manager lets you choose the objective that works best for your campaign. You can optimize your ad to reach the most people, maximize video views, or increase the number of fans who click through to your website. Whichever you pick, advertising on Spotify is your choice and you can learn more at Spotify.com.
Running an ad campaign can feel like you're talking on mute. Advertising on Spotify can help your business turn up the volume. With our easy-to-use ads manager, you can create new audio ads from scratch or repurpose existing video assets. Then we'll deliver your ad to an engaged audience that is ready to hear and see your message. It's that simple. Learn how Spotify can add more to your mix at ads.spotify.com.
What would you ask of
I haven't got all day.
Grizzle, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. This class is, you know, this is like cheating. I think I'm at that part, yeah. After this, I go to the rattle cage skeletons. If I can ever get this last Batwing.
Hello? Do not seek death. What is it? Remember.
What now? I am forsaken.
When you get that little blank, dude. Alrighty. Oh, dude, level 20, get that tight little blank. Blizzard.
You know what I love? Hitting add to cart. A Domino's pizza with my 2 favorite toppings added. Those fluffy little garlic bread bites and warm chocolate lava cakes don't tempt me. Because with Domino's mix and match deal, I can get everything I want for just $6.99 each.
man.
trust no one.
Oh, okay.
Take a deep dive into the lives of the people who shape the breed on Culinary Characters Unlocked, hosted by and the world journalist and drive-ins and dives. I talk with Michelin star chefs, James Beard rising stars, and local standouts about the creativity, grit, and passion that create unforgettable meals. Follow and watch Culinary Characters Unlocked on Spotify.
Making an ad for Spotify is easy. All you have to do is write a script, pick background music that vibes with your message, then sit back and let us create your ad for free. That's right. Just sign up for Spotify Ad Manager, search for questions, and we'll produce at no extra. You can also upload your own video ads to make sure your message is seen and heard. Learn how Spotify can add more to your mix at ads.spotify.com.
Jesus.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Our time will come.
This had better be good. Beware the living. What is it?
Well, I think I'm gonna take a break for a little